Hello everyone. Welcome to this screen recording on my tutorial how to do animation on Adobe Photoshop. So if you open Adobe Photoshop, make sure you open once you open Photoshop, you go into I believe the film and video selection, and you select this particular layer, 1920 pixels by 1080 pixels. I believe it's HD TV. That gives you a good recording, just quality overall. And once you do that, you have to you once you in Photoshop, you have to open and create multiple layers, no matter how many layers that you have to create your animation. Once you do that, you rename the layers into frames because that's what we're going to do here. We're going to create all these layers into frames. And then once you do that, and then you start drawing whatever animation you're doing on those particular frames. And once you do that, um, we're going to add a masking layer here. So if you go here to this bar right here, create a layer mask. Once overall you do that, you basically, I'm going to start doing this all black because this is the background is going to be black and the bouncing ball, which is going to be the animation, is going to be all white to give it a cool silhouette look to it once we do all of that. And then what we want to do here is go to timeline. Before we go to timeline, make sure once you hit timeline, there'll be an option called create frame animation. You collect that, and it will give you all of these layers, these frames. And this here, the zero point 0.2, it will adjust the timing of your animation, whether you want to be really fast, 0 0.1 to very, very slow, to only 10 seconds. But first, excuse me, but first, we're going to delete all these frames here to to re recreate the timeline. And then we're going to click here, make frames from layers. We make sure you shift to select all, you hold shift and you click right click. And then I go back to layers and I will use this to reopen the eye visual to indicate layer visibility section. You click on that once and then twice, and you go back to the timeline. That will show you the whole entire background layer. And once you do that, I would probably set up the time probably around 0 0.2 seconds. And that kind of gives you the overall look of how animation on Photoshop will be. Um, That's pretty much the whole video. Another thing is make sure you have the setup of the image as RGB instead of CMYK because this is going to be all like in probably you want to post this on the web. RGB color is always the go-to. CMYK as for mostly like, printing wise when you're printing something on Photoshop or Illustrator, but that'll be the RGB will be the go-to. That's pretty much the video. I hope everyone enjoys it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And go Bearcats.